and welcome back to Mind Body Relationship, where we talk about the mind, the body, and the relationship. Hi, my name is Emerald Hill, and this is Dr. Laurie Ponsford Hill.
Why, hi Emerald, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing today?
Ooh, I'm a bit nervous.
And the reason why she's nervous is because we're giving Laurie a spa day.
Woo!
Yeah, so basically I'll be doing your nails and your makeup.
Ooh, sounds lovely.
Yes. Last Christmas, actually, I got Laurie this beautiful palette. And it looks like this. And Laurie typically has a palette that includes this color, and maybe this color.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Do you want to tell us a little about when you first opened it up? How you felt?
I was a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little overwhelmed. There was an audible gasp.
Yes, exactly. Generally speaking, I like simple, and so I don't actually really wear a lot of makeup.
And sometimes that's a good thing, you know. Simple is classy.
Oh, that's good to hear. It is important to have a routine, and as well to pamper yourself. I think every once in a while to do something special.
So I was thinking we would do your nails and your makeup to match.
Oh, interesting.
And this is the color that I picked.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
It's kind of like a dull purple.
Oh, all right. Sounds good.
Nice. So in other words, we're going to be doing your makeup purple.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Is there anything that I need to do?
Just relax. Anything you wanted to talk about?
Well, I mean, you know, part of mind-body relationship is actually really, you know, taking care of not only your mind, but your body and your relationships, as well as your relationship between your mind and your body.
What do you think of when people say, oh, I want to take care of myself, but I feel like that's really selfish of me?
I think, you know, it's an interesting question in regards to balance, right? Because I think balance is really, really important. You need to be able to balance your self-care as well as your relational care with others. And I do think that a lot of people get in touch with, okay, that's what I need to do. Get in touch with the word narcissism.
Right.
Right? So narcissism is self-love.
Right.
So when you think about self-care, you actually really think of self-love, not as a positive thing, but as a derogatory term.
Right.
Pejorative. Right? So you are narcissistic. But, you know, the reality, we do need to take care of ourselves. We do need to have self-love.
Right.
We do need to love ourselves. We can't love others if we don't love ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is a bigger issue with women than it is with men? Just in the sense of being able to say, I'm going to go take some time for myself?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'm not sure if it's a gender-specific issue. I do think that, generally speaking, women are caregivers. Mm-hmm. We're socialized to be caregivers. Right? And so in that, in order to make ourselves happy, it's really about making others happy first. Right? It's kind of like making dinner and making sure that everybody has their food and then sitting down and eating. Right? In that, I think that we identify women more that way as caregivers, and that's how it is that things can really get off balance. If it is totally and completely always about everyone else, making everyone else happy, then yeah, I mean, it is then it becomes a truly selfless act. There is nothing going on about you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That must be very difficult to, once that dynamic is established in your family or with your friends or whoever you're around, to actually reestablish the dynamic to make it like, actually, every day I'm going to take an hour to myself. That must be kind of a shock to the people around you.
Truly and completely. I mean, you know, it's hard to establish a routine where there's something that you do for you every day, no matter what it is that's going on. And I think that that's really the key. Work expands to fill the time. Right. And when you're a caregiver, caregiving can also too expand to fill the time. And so in order to put something in place for you to do something just for you, it can be a very difficult task, because it might mean that the routine has to change, that something might not get done, somebody might not be cared for. So basically, in order to implement a self-care routine, it would mean that everybody around you would need to work with you on that. They would need to actually really help you by allowing you to take that time to accomplish that task, to add that into your schedule, whatever that self-care might be.
So what do you do if you have friends or roommates or a family who disregards that?
Number one, I think it's about, having a conversation with them in order to define it.
Right.
Right? Like, in order to be healthy, I need some time for mental health,
mm-hmm.
physical health,
right,
social health,
yeah,
spiritual health, right? So that would mean that they would have to actually really agree that that's important,
right,
mm-hmm. for you and for them.
I know that a lot of women on Instagram who show like their mothers and they show their workouts, they typically get up at 6 in the morning, and their workout room is in the same room as their the room that their baby sleeps in,
mm-hmm.
and they work in as quietly as they can their workout routine. But as soon as like the baby wakes up or something, like they're there to do it, but they're also kind of juggling the ability that they have to take care of their bodies, but also take care of the infant.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is true, right? We all have responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And it just depends on what those responsibilities are.
Right.
So, yes, I mean, life is a juggling act. No matter how you look at it, life is a juggling act.
For sure.
Right? And so, if you want it, then the truth is you have to do the work of it.
For sure.
And if that means in order to put it in place, you have to get up at 6,
mm-hmm.
right? If you have to actually do it in the same room as your infant, mm-hmm. if you have to actually stop when it is that the infant needs you, I mean, that's you doing the work of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's also why it is that it doesn't get done.
For sure. I can imagine. We'll do another cover.
Oh, we're doing another cover. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you think about all of those things, I mean, that's just an example. But when you think about all of those things, trying to put all of those things in place, it can be actually really overwhelming.
Oh, I bet it can be. I bet there's I think a lot of the time as well, when you have someone who is a caregiver and primarily takes care of other people, even if they're not asking for it, do you think that there's like a martyr sense that comes with that? Like, well, I'm doing all this for you, even though you're not asking me for it. And so where's, da-da-da?
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, there is a martyr syndrome, right? People martyr themselves, right? And it's kind of like using guilt.
Oh, yes.
Right? So it's interesting how it is that people who martyr themselves are actually really in control of how things are functioning.
Oh, right.
Uh-huh. There's a huge amount of power that goes around with self-martyr.
I bet there is.
Uh-huh. So I do think that you do need to recognize that it's not about self-martyring,
Right.
right? It's not about putting yourself, in essence, on the cross. And it's easy, really, to give up on self-care because work does expand to fill the time.
For sure.
But you know what? Self-care doesn't have to be big, right?
No, it doesn't have to be waking up at 6 in the morning to go on the treadmill for an hour.
No.
Or it can be just like getting up 5 minutes early so you can put blush on. Or, brushing your hair and doing something nice for yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it doesn't have to be big. And it might, sometimes be really good just to sort of take a look at your daily routine, your daily schedule, what it is that you're implementing. Sometimes we don't label what we do as self-care.
Right.
Right? So we might go shopping, walk around the store for half an hour in order to, get out of the house, relax, have a new environment, right? That might actually be self-care for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you don't label it as self-care, then you're not looking at it like that,
Right.
right? And you can actually, get into, in essence, martyring yourself because you're not actually defining the things that you do as self-care.
That's a really great statement because I think a form of meditation is being able to take 10 minutes out of your day and saying what you're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to say, I'm so grateful that I was able to go to the store today and walk around on my own. I'm so grateful that today I got to have strawberries for breakfast instead of the normal cereal or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, those moments don't have to be monumental moments. And it just depends on how it is that you're labeling them.
So what do you do for self-care typically?
Well, I mean, that's a really good question. How do I label self-care? Well, I mean, I do enjoy doing things with my family, with my kids. I do enjoy participating with them in the things that they are interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy sometimes sitting down and looking through magazines.
All right. You love home magazines.
Every once in a while, I have a coloring book and I sit down and I color.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
A little Zen doodle.
A little Zen doodle, that's right. Sometimes I just take a few moments to myself. I make lists so that, I have the ability to, tick off the things that I actually really get done during the day. That makes me feel good.
Don't you love the tick?
I love the tick.
Oh,
Yeah, so totally true. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really the key, right? Going for a walk, watching an informational show, eating the foods that feel like good foods. So I do think it comes down to how it is that you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. If you're going to make it something that is on your to-do list,
yeah,
right? Then you're putting it on there. If you're not putting it on there, then chances are it's not a priority for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it is really good to think about what are those things during the day that you can actually really say, was a blessing.
Yeah.
Or a gift or something like that. To be able to put that on the list. And to recognize it. Oh, right? That was a way in which I took care of myself.
Yeah.
Somebody said something positive to me. I acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Right? It can be as little as that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So funny. The other day I was kind of dressed up. Like, it was kind of sunny, so I got to wear a dress for the first time in forever. And I came home and my dad was like, "Oh, you look really nice. Did anybody say anything?" I was like, "No." But I got to do it. That's what's important.
Well, there you go. Just like that, right?
Isn't that a nice color?
It's lovely.
Wow, that's perfect.
That's so interesting too. So it's already dry, like it's set.
The great thing about gel nail polish is that you can stick it in under the light, and then 2.5 minutes is going to be cured, and so therefore it's dry.
Oh.
And the really great thing about gel nail polish as well is that it lasts considerably longer than normal nail polish.
Oh.
So this will probably last you 2 weeks.
Wow, that's impressive.
So funny because it's like you still have the mindset of normal nail polish, so you're like holding out your hand
Yeah.
to dry.
I do. Like it, like it should be still drying.
And now that's started on your makeup. What's happening? Are you excited?
To have my hand stuck there and you with a brush on my eyelid? Sure.
Yeah. I feel like a movie star.
Okay.
Don't pinch up your face.
So what's the goal with the color?
You're so worried.
Go ahead.
So the goal of the color is basically just to give it kind of a pop, something that you can be confident with. You don't want to go overboard because as soon as you enter drag queen territory, it's kind of something that you wouldn't typically feel so confident going to the grocery store in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we're just going to give you like a fun pop of color that you can say to yourself, wow, this matches my nails. And then maybe it will give you the confidence to try other colors other than beige and slightly dark brown on your eyes in the future.
So far we're using both the same purple?
So far I've used a little bit of pink
Oh,
and a little bit of purple.
okay.
I think you'll like it. I love how much you trust me. Now I trust. I can still delete this footage if I wish. Well, now let's move on with the next step of your nails.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be cool to be a movie star and constantly be in a chair with someone doing your makeup for you and your hair for you and your nails for you?
Well, I imagine that you would get used to it. I'm not really one for, somebody, well, first off, around my eyes.
Right.
I find that to be
A little distressing.
a little distressing. Yeah. But I'm sure that you get used to it.
When you were a kid, did your mom do this a lot with you?
No, actually. My mom was not into doing nails.
Oh, no?
No, she didn't actually really have the ability to kind of like have longer nails at all.
Oh.
So she just wasn't one for doing like nail polish and that sort of thing. What are we doing now?
Just going on the edge of your eye.
So this is the same color again?
Nope, this is an even deeper purple.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking more of a pinky color. I'm just gonna swiftly go under your eye.
Under?
Just right here.
With my eyes closed?
Yep.
Alright.
Right here. Other one. So I know that you have an Instagram.
Yeah. The title of my Instagram came from someone who was sitting in the waiting room. And she said to one of my students, she said, I want her, the girl with the cute shoes.
Aw.
And so that's how my Instagram got titled. So, and just sort of documenting the different outfits that I wear every day.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put some gold on your eyelid.
Okay. And what about you? How did you get into doing not only comedy, but makeup and fingernails as well?
I used to have a little bit of trouble falling asleep. And so what happened was I started watching soap making videos, and then I learned how to make soap. And then the soap maker that I really liked watching, she recommended this girl who did nails. And I was like, oh, that might be interesting to see. And so I watched this girl doing her nails, and it was very soothing. And so then I kind of started to develop an interest in it, just like how I developed an interest in soap making. And so then I decided that that was something that I wanted to try for myself. And then I got all the tools and stuff to do it. And it was funny because the first time that I did my nails, and they were nail extensions, turned out terribly. I got this stuff called builder gel, and I just could not figure out how to use it properly. Every single time I thought that I did it perfectly, and then I would end, the process of it. There were all these hooks and bumps and things in it that just made them impossible to wear.
Oh.
And so then a little while later, I discovered, just gel nail polish in general, and like dual forms in polygel, and I thought that there was just such a neat thing to do.
Oh, wow.
Makeup wise, I'm not 100% great at it yet, just because it takes so much practice.
Oh, I have had somebody tell me that also made soap that they found it to be very calming and relaxing, like a meditative kind of process.
Very much so. It is almost like baking.
Wow.
But it's something that you can't eat.
No, that would be disgusting. Although they look like food a lot of the time.
They do. A lot of the times people make cupcake soaps or cake-inspired soap.
Yeah. Well, and sitting here having you do my nails is actually, I'm finding that too, just very calming and relaxing. It's also too like a meditative process, really.
Yep. I wonder how calm and relaxed you're gonna be when I do the eyeliner.
Is my eye closed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay. You have to tell me when you're touching me, though. Tell me when you're touching me, like
touching you.
No, you're not. You haven't touched me. Ew.
It's not that wonderful of a feeling. Don't open your eye.
Why?
Don't squish your eye.
Oh.
It's because it's wet.
Oh.
Eyeliner.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going in the other eye.
I must admit, I never understood how to do this part.
Never?
Never.
Okay, now don't open your eye. Okay, open your eye.
Is this done?
Yeah, it's done.
How does it look?
Looks really good.
Wow.
I'm just gonna clean up the line
Okay.
up there. And then I don't open your eyes.
They used to have a place called Glam Shots. I don't know if they still have them, where you go in and you get all made up and they do your makeup and they do your hair. They probably do your nails too, and then you have to wear some kind of fancy dress or something. And then they photograph you. You heard of that?
No, that sounds neat. Okay, open your eye. Cute.
Does it look cute?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look cute? I don't know whether to trust you or not.
Okay, I'm just gonna do your mascara.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'm gonna follow you into the bathroom with the camera and do your you looking at it shot.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Can I close my eye?
No.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it. Okay.
Open your eye. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not a star. I don't know. I can
You
get
are a star.
used to this.
Okay, you look good.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You just
That was hard.
No, you look really good. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little. Just do a little. Blendy, blendy. Okay, so let's.
Oh, wow.
You were supposed to look.
Ah! Oh, wow.
Do you like it?
Wow. Holy. It's beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
And your nails?
And my nails. Look at that. Very nice. Thank you.
Self-care. So, you actually like it.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to do it for me every morning? Well, it's going to take some practice in order to be able to do that, that's for sure.
Yeah, teach a man to fish. Teach a woman to do her own makeup.
Okay. I didn't know what the rest of that was. All right.
You know that saying?
No.
Yeah, you do. It's like fish buy a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for life.
Okay. How does that apply to makeup?
Well, do a woman's makeup, she has makeup on for a day.
Oh.
Teach a woman how to do her makeup, she'll have makeup on for whenever she wants it on.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Emerald.
You're welcome. I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And if you'd like your makeup done.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Give this video a like, subscribe, stay subscribed, and join us next time.
All right. Bye for now.